Hello, my name is AJ, aka Comic Rome from Comic Rome Gaming. I am a Twitch streamer, I am an actor and a filmmaker. These are some movies I've made. I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys today about my experience becoming a streamer. This is gonna be for anybody that's looking to get into it, that kind of wants to know the ins and outs, what it takes to get started, and what to expect from this crazy community. It has been about a month since I started. I hit affiliate in my first 2 weeks, and what affiliate is basically you can start making money on Twitch. And to become an affiliate, you need about this many hours in this many days. I don't remember what that number is off the top of my head, so I'm just gonna plop it on the screen here for you. You need 50 followers, and you need an average of 3 viewers per hour for that month. So that's not saying you need to get up to 3 and then you make it. You need to get your average over 3 viewers. So there are a bunch of ways to do this. One, bombard everyone you know and say, hey, tune into my Twitch. Hit that follow button when you get there. They have to have a Twitch account to be able to follow you. You can create Twitch accounts with every one of those junk emails that you have that you give to, you know, telemarketers or whatever, and start following and get a couple followers from there. You can also start watching a stream from all the extra devices you have in your house. Depending on your number of viewers, Twitch is going to prioritize your placement on the Discover page. And the less viewers you have on that Discover page, the lower you appear. All of those big streamers are just big black holes swallowing up most of the new viewers that are just coming onto Twitch trying to figure out somebody to watch. So it's keeping guys in my world like TP and Dr. Disrespect and those guys growing at an enormous rate, and guys like me at a lot smaller rate. I've been playing video games since I was a kid. It's something that I naturally want to do all the time, so I knew that, you know, sitting down and playing video games wasn't going to become something stressful, because playing video games is where I get a lot of my self-care relaxation time, and I love it. So I really knew that A, I wanted to be a streamer, B, it was probably gonna be PS4, C, it was probably gonna be mostly Call of Duty. So you kind of find your niche. What kind of streamer are you going to be? Are you going to be a variety streamer that's playing a bunch of different games, that's probably a lot more based on your personality than your actual gameplay? When I was getting into this, the thing that really got me interested was the people that I watched. I would watch Spiros and Simsy and Gangsta Salutes and Youngsters, and watching the guys that were the best at the game that I was playing, and watching their gameplay and then wanting to be as good as them, wanting to be able to utilize the tips and strategies that I was learning from these guys and kind of apply them to my own gameplay. That's where I came from, and so that's the approach that I'm trying to take toward my stream. I knew that I wanted to stream on Twitch because from all the research that I had done, Twitch had the best monetary platform. Basically because they are owned by Amazon, and Amazon has this brilliant business model where they already have credit cards plugged in to be able to buy their stuff, and they own Twitch. It sort of goes hand in hand that Twitch just has credit cards plugged into it. That's an oversimplification, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. YouTube, Facebook, Mixer, I don't know if I'm forgetting anybody else, but the other major streaming platforms might be good for exposure, but they're not necessarily good for making money. And when I got on, I was like, I want to make money at this. So what does that take? First, I want to talk about setup. I had a PlayStation 4, and I had an extra monitor, and I had my computer. So the necessary things that I needed to be able to get just the very run-of-the-mill basic streaming setup was the Elgato game capture card, which I was able to find on Letgo or like a, you know, Craigslist or something like that for about 90 bucks. And then I needed the Astro A40's headset because it has the Mixamp Pro, which allows you to plug both into the game capture card or the PlayStation and something else. Those are the two necessary things that I needed. Because my computer already had the specs that it needed to be able to run this stuff, that wasn't much of an issue, and I just used the webcam on the actual computer. The last element that I needed to kind of connect all of the dots, once I had the Elgato thing and the Astro A40s and the computer and the webcam, is OBS. OBS is the connective tissue that makes all of this stuff work. It's basically the software that you connect your Twitch special key, I don't know what the fuck it's called. You plug that into your OBS and it makes them talk. And so it says when I hit the stream button on OBS, it's going to stream me on Twitch. It's also the thing that says, hey, take the camera that I have plugged into my computer and resize it and put it in this box. And it also says, take this overlay that I've created in Photoshop and put it on top of the camera to kind of make it look a little more special, or plug in this browser thing that plugs into Muxy or Streamlabs that makes a notification pop up every time somebody subscribes. OBS does all of this. Now, I've come to determine that I am at a little bit of a disadvantage because I have a Mac. There's a program called Streamlabs OBS. Now, this works for PC only. There is not a Mac version of this. I think it's OBS and Streamlabs integrated into one program, which would be incredibly helpful. So if you don't have a Mac, stick with your PC. If you have a Mac, I've figured out shortcuts for all of it, but I think I'm probably doing a lot more work than I need to be. OBS works on its own, but I basically have to go to the Streamlabs website and figure out all my emotes and everything and then plug them into OBS one by one, which I feel like is making my computer run really slow. Maybe I'll have more updates on that later. I don't really have any super negative things to say about it yet. Just know that if you hit start recording on your OBS, along with start streaming, it's going to record all of your gameplay and hide it in a folder that you will have to remux if you want to turn them into usable videos. But that also means that it's storing a shit ton of data on your computer. So be prepared to constantly check that folder, delete the old streams that you didn't, find any clips from or need to create new videos from, and just keep your computer on the up and up, which reminds me that might be why my computer is going so slow right now, because I haven't done that in a few days. Another thing that I want to talk about, the aesthetic of the stream. With the smaller streamers who've I've come across, they seem to think, okay, I just need my face in the corner, I need maybe a logo, and I need to play the game. There's a lot more that goes into it than that. This is not a new idea that a bunch of people want to go stream their favorite video games and try and make money at this. So you really have to take special care in strategizing how you're going to do that. I sort of introduced myself with I'm a filmmaker and an actor in Los Angeles before I'm a streamer. And that's all kind of trying to find my name and my brand. What is gonna make you come to my stream instead of a Spiros or a Gangstas? Their gameplay is gonna be better than mine. 100 days out of 100 days. So what can I take into account to be able to maybe steal some of their audience base, or at least get new viewers to come to my stream rather than theirs? For me, that's the fact that I'm used to being on camera. I've been an actor in Los Angeles for going on 15 years now. I may throw a couple things here or here so you can sort of see some of my experience, but that's kind of another route I'm trying to take in my grab your niche approach. There aren't many actor filmmakers out there that are active streamers or selling themselves as such, like I am. The next thing that I sort of mentioned briefly before was an aesthetically pleasing stream. What is it when you come to my stream that makes you want to stay there? Because most of the time I'm going to be just staring at the game, trying to figure out how not to get killed, how not to get snuck up on, and if I do, I might rage toward the camera a little bit. That's something that I think also plays into my niche. If you think it's funny watching people lose their mind and blow blood vessels and have early heart attacks, that's another reason to tune into my channel. Other things that go into this that are hyper important that you need to be aware of. Streamlabs. Streamlabs or Muxy. These are two different plugins that you can use to enhance your stream with things like emotes and donation goals and sub goals, or notifications when somebody subs to your stream or donates or cheers using bits. All of these are different ways to make money. Things that are flashy and look professional that pop up on your screen when somebody interacts with your stream. The importance of creating content outside the game. I can send people to my other social media channels, which I have a YouTube, a Facebook, an Instagram, and a Twitch. I think I'm missing one. Twitter. I have a Twitter, and I use Twitter a lot. But being able to use all of these other social media outlets to kind of force people toward the one place that you want them to go, which for me is Twitch. All of these emotes, all of these notifications, your buttons below your stream that link to your social media, these things are all branding. And you really want to find your niche and you want to find your brand, so when people come across your stream, you stick out. Now, something that I've seen most streamers do, which I actively knew in the beginning I didn't want to be a part of, was the almost sports logo-ish logos that everybody had. They all kind of look the same to me, and it's really hard to tell them apart after a while. So that's why when I did my Comic Rome Gaming logo, which I made myself, I knew that I wanted it to be a little bit different, even if it didn't sort of fit in that mold of what a traditional Twitch streamer's logo looked like. I thought if I could highlight my face with a gaming headset on and Comic Rome in slightly cartoonish lettering, you would know that, okay, maybe I don't take the game very seriously, but maybe my personality is worth showing up for. Again, I will let you guys be the judge of that. I actively participate, I actively communicate with my chat. I really appreciate anybody that comes along to my stream and drops a follow or a sub. I really want to grow a community of like-minded and positive people, be they streamers, be they people interested in watching Call of Duty, or just people that are interested in talking to somebody that's kind of living the Hollywood life. Here it is, Hollywood. So fancy. Also, consistency is key. I knew that I wanted to be somebody that you could tune into every day at a specific time, and I was going to be there streaming, ready to talk. So if you're looking to build a stream, definitely find times that you can be on every day or every Wednesday or whatever it is for you. I would not say streaming 7 days a week is the most important thing in the world, because followers don't necessarily just show up out of the blue. The reason I have so many social media outlets that are all pointing toward my Twitch is because I can actively find people to come to my stream outside of the days that I'm streaming, which is vital, because if I'm streaming 10% of the time, that other 90% I can still be sending people to my stream. So all things to keep in mind. We covered what you need to get started, finding your niche, kind of branding yourself, figuring out what you have and what is going to keep your viewers there as opposed to somebody else's stream. We've covered why I chose Twitch over Facebook or YouTube or Mixer. If you guys have any other questions or suggestions, maybe you're a bigger streamer than me and you're stumbling upon this video, please leave stuff in the comments. I would love to hear what you have to think. I'm very responsive to things like this, and I really want to hear from you guys. If you haven't already, please head to my Twitch, hit that follow button. If you love what you see and want to tune in, please consider subscribing. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube, those buttons are right down here. I will leave those to you. And I plan on continuing to update you as my stream grows and as I learn new and different things about what this process entails. You know, there's a coronavirus out there right now, and it's making everybody hole up and stay in their houses, and what better time to become a streamer than now? All right, guys, I will see you on the stream. I will see you on the tube. Don't cross the stream with the tube. I'm just gonna let that one go.